Hi everyone, welcome to Silas Infotex. Today I will be showing you how to configure an IPsec Site-to-Site VPN on a FortiGate Firewall using the aggressive mode. This setup is ideal for establishing secure connection between remote sites quickly and efficiently. Let's get started. Before we jump into the configurations, let's briefly understand what IPsec and aggressive mode are. IPsec or Internet Protocol Security is a protocol for securing Internet protocol communication by authenticating and encrypting each IP packets of communication sessions. Aggressive mode is one of the two modes in the IKA or Internet Key Exchange Phase 1, the other being main mode. Aggressive mode is faster but less secure because it transmits identities in plain text. It is typically used when the endpoints have dynamic IP address. So here in this diagram, at the head office, the FortiGate has a global fixed IP address and has an internal IP address of 192.168.1.0/24. Similarly, in the branch office, the FortiGate has a dynamic IP address and its internal IP address is 192.168.199.0/24 networks. So let's get started to configure. Let's start with configuring phase 1, where we set up the initial connection parameters. So before starting the configurations, let's check the internal IP address. So from the network interface, the IP address is 192.168.1.99 and DHCP server also enables. So navigate to the VPN setup. So go to VPN and select IPsec tunnels and click on create new IPsec tunnels. So choose custom the VPN setups, name our VPN tunnel. So here in this example to branch.local and click on next. So page on configuration, set remote gateway to the IP address or dynamic DNS of the remote sites. So here in this example I am going to use the dynamic DNS. The dynamic DNS address is silasdns.fortidns.com and interface 1. Date pair detection on idols, and for the authentication method, select the pre-share key and enter the strong key. And choose more as an aggressive. Set the local ID and peer ID. So in this example I am using Silas info. Choose the encryptions and authentication algorithms. So after completing the phase 1 configurations, let's move to the phase 2 configurations. So in phase 2 we have to configure or we have to define the local address and remote site address. So at local address it should be the internal IP address of the head office or 192.168.1.0/24, and remote address, at remote address it should be the branch office internal IP address or 192.168.99.199.0/24, and let's configure the phase 2 encryption or algorithms and keep or check the auto key keep alive, and let's review the configurations twice. So to save the configuration, just click on OK, and let's create the IP address in the head office FortiGate firewalls. So go to policy and object and address, define the any names and enter the IP address. So head office internal IP address 192.168.1.0/24. Again go to firewall policy and object address and define the remote or branch office internal IP address 192.168.199.0/24. So after adding the address, let's define the firewall policy. So go to policy and object, firewall policy, create new, define the name here. You can define any name here. So in this example I am going to use head office to branch, and outgoing interface internal and incoming interface internal and outgoing interface to branch office local. So in source you can specify any, but I am going to use the head office internal, and destination remote site or branch office local IP or internal IP address. Service, you can specify the any service from the list, or I am going to use the all, and disable the net. You can enable the security options, antivirus, web filter or DNS filter, and just click on OK. Again let's create the another policy. So define name branch to head office. So incoming interface to branch local and outgoing interface internal. Source branch office head office internal, branch office internal, and destination head office internal. Service all, and disable the net and click on OK. So let's check the IPsec tunnel. So similarly let's configure the branch office FortiGate firewalls. go to VPN, IPsec tunnel, create new, click on create new IPsec tunnel, define the name and click custom and click on next. So define the remote IP address, IP version IP4, and the head office IP address or remote site IP address. So in this example, the remote site IP address is static IP address. So I'm going to choose the static IP address and define the IP address and select the interface 1 port 1. So in the date peer detection, choose on demand and define the authentication method pre-share key and set the strong pre-share key. So IKE version 1 and more aggressive. So define the account types. So in this example, I am going to choose the any peer ID. Let's set the encryption method and set the local ID that you have defined in the head office or head office FortiGate firewalls. So in this video, Silas info, the local ID, and similarly define the subnet or local address and remote address of the FortiGate firewalls. The local address should be the branch office internal IP address and remote IP should be the head office internal IP address. And also define the phase 2 encryption method and check the auto negotiate and auto key keep alive. And let's review the configurations once and click on OK. After creating the VPN tunnel, let's add the IP address. So in this video or in branch office FortiGate firewalls, the IP address has been already added. So I'm going to add the remote site IP address only. So 192.168.1.0/24 and click on OK. So after adding the IP address, let's add the static routes. So go to network, static routes and click on new and define the IP address. So in this case 192.168.1.0/24 and out interface to head office. You can write the comment here. So write route to the head office network and click on OK. So again you can define the another static routes. which is black hole interface. So now let's define the firewall policy to allow the traffic through the VPN tunnel. For that, go to policy and object, set the policy name, incoming interface LAN, outgoing interface to head office, source, internal IP address of the branch office or branch office internal network, destination head office internal network, source all, disable net. You can enable the net if you want or if needed, and just click on OK. Again, let's create the new policy. Define the policy name. So this time our incoming interface to head office means, and to outgoing interface LAN, source head office internal IP address, and destination branch office internal IP address, service all, and disable net. Again, click on OK. So let's monitor the IPsec VPN tunnel. Now the status is up. So again, go to the head office FortiGate firewalls, or log into the head office FortiGate firewall, and head office FortiGate firewall. We can confirm that head office VPN tunnels also up. So let's add the static routes for remote networks 192.168.199.0/24 and interface to branch local. Also enable the black hole interface. It's only for the redundancy purpose. Now let's ping the remote site IP address 192.168.199.26. That is the local computer of the remote sites or branch office. So in this way we can configure the IPsec VPNs. So let's diagnose the IPsec VPN or troubleshooting the IPsec VPN. So get VPN IKE gateway. So if you enter this command, we can see all the information about the IPsec VPN local and remote sites. And status of the IPsec VPN. So get VPN IPsec tunnel details. So by using this command we can analyze the VPN type, VPN mode. So diagon is VPN IK status. So IKS is created. So in this way we can configure the IPsec VPN between the two FortiGate firewalls. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tech tutorials. If you have any questions or run into any issues, leave a comment below and I will be happy to help. Thanks for watching and see you next time.